alone. Drowned your ass. Not literally, but figuratively. This game I have ever gotten. I have found several gemstones. I have mutations out the wazoo finally started getting the omnivore track going and being stalked by a cat. Uh, Doing really well, except for the fact that this bug has become nigh on unbearable. Because now, not only are the hominids that I'm not playing, not only are they not getting credit for drinking, eating, sleeping, now the one that I play is no longer getting credit for eating, drinking, sleeping. Okay, so just before I set off, I had found 2 gemstones, took them back to the nest site, right there. She was falling asleep, so I, drank water, fed her, put her to bed. Her little green bar, her little green circle, dropped down halfway. She lost 2 red ticks off of her overall health because it said she was dying of thirst. Again, I'm not sure how to say the name of the people who made this game, unless it's that the Division thing. But whoever made this game, please release a patch to fix this stuff, because this is ridiculous. This is a wonderful game. It's got so much going for it. But after a few times of people losing their entire clan because their clan doesn't want to take care of themselves, see, right now, I'm hoping that by staying away from the clan, they will recover. Because I've got 1 male. He is about dead. Like, if I make him walk more than 10 feet in one go, he will die. Because he is that low on health. But he's just that low on health. And it's not because he sustained injury. It's not because he got bit and didn't get treated immediately. He was one of the only ones that has never actually been hit by anything, surprisingly. But it's just because they're not, the game does not register that it's happening. And it's like I said before, the first couple of generations are fine. It's after you start hitting 3 and 4 generations, that's when it's, well, that's when it starts really getting annoying because of the fact that half of your clan is dying. Because who's going to actually sit? Grab the branch, please. Thank you. Who, if players sat there and switched to every single hominid to make sure that they were fed, watered, and sleeping well, you would literally not have any time to play the game. No, don't throw the really. So instead of no, don't throw that either. No. I know there's still one of those saber cats still over here. Hey. There we go. Also, I do have a couple of friends interested in this game, but we're all of the opinion this would make a great multiplayer game, not online with strangers and stuff. Multiplayer as in people in your friends list who have the game can join in and be part of your clan. Kind of like with what they did with Saints Row. Maybe more people than that, but like you can have up to 12 members, not including infants. Why can we not have friends play with us? That would be so freaking awesome to expect. Mischief you could get into. See, it didn't even tick once for her sleep. Even though I know she needs to sleep. See, there, now it's going. But now she's going to be halfway dead from thirst. And I had just fed her, and you saw how low her food was. Like I said, this game is wonderful on so many levels for everything that you can do. The mechanics are great. I wish there was a way to actually keep the food and water thing up all the time. I don't think there is. the little food and water bubbles, because that circle's just that circle lies too much. It's just too confusing to figure out what the crap. And your hominids are supposed to regenerate their health after so long. But so far, like I said, these are my stats so far, and so far, that one male has not regenerated at all. He's been like that for I don't know exactly how long he's been like that, but it's been a while. Another one? Really? Oh, nope. There's the cat. I need a stick. Preferably not in the direction he just went. There we go. Oh, look, horses. I mean, come on, please. Please, release something to fix this stuff. The last thing I want is to wind up losing my entire clan to a bug. Especially on this playthrough, because I've been doing so well, and I'm sure I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. And I have looked online, I've Googled it, I've watched YouTubes. Nobody has a fix for it. Nobody knows what to do to combat it, except keep switching or not play the game. But I like the game too much to not play it. It's to me, it's actually a very relaxing game. I like to be able to hoard stuff. Actually, the sad thing is, I'm not actually joking about that. I like being able to pile stuff up like that and organize it, carry it around, move it. I like the strategical part of trying to get everybody. And see, that's the other thing. When it comes to combat and dodging stuff, they haven't been doing that. That's why I said, surprisingly, the one male was the one that had actually not been hit by anything, because they refused to dodge. If I put, they don't have anything in their hands. They have a weapon in their hand. It doesn't matter. They won't dodge. They won't attack. That's why I always was out. That's why I got nervous to actually take them out anywhere, because of the fact that they're not doing what they're supposed. Well, I have the neurons for it, but they're not using them. They're not putting them little. And I will show you the neurons that I do have. Make sure that cat's not around. Because I know there is one that hangs around here, but it's not here right now. So. Let me show you. Oh. Oh, well, that one's new, but yeah. Where'd it go? There it is. Alright, so, yeah, I've gotten, let me zoom out a little bit here, all of these. It's starting to look like an ESO point of interest map. A lot of these I'm not really sure how to actually work on. Like this playthrough, I have not. This playthrough and the last playthrough, I have not been able to figure out how to get these to actually. That one, I can't figure out how to get that one to actually go. I can't figure out how to get that one to spark, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, so you can see why I really don't want to lose this playthrough, because I've made it this is the furthest I've made it. But over here, as far as the combat goes, group defense, they're supposed to be able to dodge an attack. Oh, there's the one for them attacking, and there's the one for them to dodge. Very clearly, I have them. They're not doing it. I have the neurons for more restorative sleep. It's not working. That's the problem. That's probably why. It quit doing all of that when the further I advance. That's what it seems like anyways. It really does seem like the further along that I advance, the brain cells of this race or whatever, the worse off they get, because they don't want to actually do what they're supposed to do. Why is there a rant? Why is my scraper out here? Like, really? I don't remember dragging them right through here. Well. I know where it's at now. But, anyways. Game rants aside. My best friend, in real life, lost her husband on Valentine's Day. And as badly as I want to be over there with her right now, she's got her family over there, her mom, her dad, even though they caught COVID, Um, I mean, they're over it. They're over it now. But that's what took her husband out. But her dad and her father-in-law had to go into the hospital for it. But they're good now. Uh, it's just apparently uh, now, according to the doctors, COVID ate a hole through his heart. I don't think that's what happened. I think logically what would have happened was he had a heart condition that went previously unchecked, and catching the COVID while he was coughing, he strained his heart to the point that it ripped a hole in it. That seems the more logical thing, because what a lot of people have told me, and I've done some fact checks myself, COVID attacks your immune system, and it makes you weaker to things. So we're thinking it was just we're thinking it was not COVID eating a hole through the heart. We're thinking it was he had a previous heart condition that before he was sick, he was able to withstand it, or, he was stronger to it. Immune system, it just, but, let me tell you, the hardest thing that I've ever had to do, and I do mean ever, this even took the place of having to make the decision myself to put my cat down. Now, let me explain this real quick. This was a cat that I had rescued from the vet because they were going to put her down that day because nobody was claiming her. She was strayed. Nobody wanted her. She had health issues. I took her home. She had been taken away from her mother too soon. So she had issues there. And I had her for about 3 years. So, give or take. 3 or 4 years. She was the one I named Tom. Because that was when I had first discovered Tom and Jerry. It had not just come out, obviously, but I had just discovered it as a TV show. And I couldn't think of anything else, so I said, well, I'll just name him Tom. Yes, when we first got her, 3 different vets told us, he, it's the boy, he, his. Well, and we kept having to take her to the vet because she had a problem with her spit gland. Lord have mercy. That was where I learned how to bathe a cat properly to where they wouldn't freak out. Because, let me tell you, when her spit gland acted up, she couldn't stop drooling. She would try to clean herself, and oh my lord, she looked like that meme cat saying, "You have about 5 seconds to explain why you have woken me up." That's what she looked like, except I mean, that wasn't her personality or anything. She was sweet as could be. She was a bit of a smartass, but God knows when her spit gland acted up, Lord, she was nasty looking. But I loved her. Um, I was mama to her because I took care of her, groomed her, fed her, and all that. And then she caught leukemia. And my mom had said that she would try to pay for the surgery, the treatment to prolong her life. But the vet said that she would not have any quality of life. It would be very hard on her. It would be very painful. And she would not get better because of how advanced the leukemia had gotten, because she never showed any symptoms. I mean, not once did she show actual symptoms of the leukemia. It was literally like one day she woke up, she was fine. The next day she woke up, boom, she had advanced stage leukemia. So I had to make the decision. I've always taken care of her, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna be selfish with her. I'm not gonna keep her around just because I don't want to let her go. I've always tried to do what was best for her. And so for the last time, I did what was best for her. I told him, no, don't let her suffer. Just, just let her go to sleep and not have to be in pain all the time. As hard as that was, even that was a cakewalk compared to when my best friend told me not to come over when she told me her husband died. I felt like I can't even begin to start describing what it felt like. She didn't want me to see her in the state she was in. She didn't want me to come over there because she had people coming in and out already. One thought that did go through my head was, why doesn't she want me there? I have to be there with her. I have to be there for her. I need to be there to comfort her and try to protect her, because people are going to be pushing in on her, and they're going to be doing this and that and the other, and just mentally it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And I can't even imagine what she was going through. I mean, I have the smallest drop of inkling of an idea because of my experience with my ex and all that, but that's not the same, and I know it's not. But one thing I do relate to is the kids, her kids, the ones that I call my nieces and my nephew. I know what it's like to lose my dad. Only I lost I lost the physical body of my dad, yeah, but I lost him. I lost my dad a long time ago. And I know what it's gonna be like for them now. And it's like I said before, there's that, now she's got that long period of time coming where it's gonna be the first this, it's gonna be the first that without him around. I mean, she lost him on Valentine's Day, and their youngest daughter is gonna be having a birthday here soon. And Lord knows I can only hope that she does not, for any reason whatsoever, associate her birthday with his death. Because I know some little kids will do that, but I'm thinking it's far enough away to associate his death with Valentine's Day, and that's bad enough. But I mean, just I felt about like a piece of wet paper trying to withstand against a barrage of arrows. My sister, on another note, has started going back into AFib. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's where your heartbeat becomes very irregular. And for her, it's not that great. It's not good at all. My mom is pushing me to, start staying over there with her. Which I don't mind, it's just she forgets I don't handle change very well. So it would have to be a very gradual transition. I mean, that would be a lot for me to get used to. New noises, new house, new smells. I would have to get used to not being with my cats. Plus the fact that if my oldest sister goes over there, she and I don't quite see eye to eye very well. At all. We don't get along. At all. Not at all. We have about as much in common as a cactus and seaweed. They're both plant, that's about it. That's pretty much all we have. uh, my mom went to the doctor and she's got a cardiologist appointment coming up because her heart rate was low. And she keeps telling me she's fine. My sister keeps telling me she's fine. But all I can think of is the old wives' tale that deaths always come in threes. And it's been messing with my head. Pretty badly, actually. Because I'm looking at it like this also. And I don't like to think like this, but I know I'm gonna have to at some point because I've got to know what I'm gonna do. If something happens to my mom before it happens to her husband, there's a good chance I'll be thrown out. I won't get to get any of my stuff. I won't be able to. He would not think twice about locking the door on me, telling me to get out and lock the door, and me not be able to get any of the animals, any of my stuff, nothing. I fully believe he would do that. So I would, and I know he wouldn't take care of the animals. He would, I fully believe he would just get rid of them. If not, I really don't want to think about that part. But I do know he wouldn't take care of them. There's just so much going through my head that I don't know how to deal with a lot of it. Like, if if something did happen to my mom, there's nowhere I could go that would allow me to take that many animals. If miracle of miracles happened and he actually did let me take them, there would be, because, you know, 7 cats and 5 dogs, there's just no way. I would have to have my own home. There's just... And, you know, I hate to say it, the only way that would even begin to... I don't know, one fell up there. The only way that would even begin to work, as much as I hate to say it, is if he died first, you know? Because at least then, his family doesn't have, with the exception of one, who doesn't really have a say in it, his family may not like us, but they're not gonna run us out, me and my mom. Um, the only one who has a problem with anybody is he has a problem with me. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why he has a problem with me. I've never done anything to him, with the exception of I exist and I'm here in his house and I'm a product of my dad, not him. That's about the only thing I can think of that could possibly be the problem. But my mom talks about, don't worry about it. You'll go stay with Nicole. I can't. It's like I've told her. My one job in life right now is to take care of the animals. If something happens to her and I can't stay here anymore, I've failed my job. I have failed my duty. If I have to leave them anywhere, I have failed. Yes, I know, sometimes I get annoyed as crap at them because they do some of the dumbest things. But there's not a whole lot I wouldn't do for them. You know, I wouldn't go out and kill a human for them, but if somebody was trying to hurt my animal, I would definitely maim somebody. So move, pussycat. Are you just gonna stand there and... lightning eye. Anyways. Oh my god, what was that sound? Why did it sound like a... Oh, never mind. There's just a lot. That I know at some point is coming. I know it is. At some point I will have to face one or the other. I'm just terrified of which one it's gonna be. And I'm not like one of these people who can just sit there and raise a dog for its entire life and then turn around and sell it for any amount of money. Because Sitta and Bubbles are both a beautiful dog. They would probably be sold. But number one, I raised them. They are pretty much like my children. They are the closest thing to children I will ever have. With the exception of the goats, but that's another story. I can't just... I can't and I won't just sit there and get rid of them because you don't do that with family. You don't just give them over to somebody and turn your back on them. And yes, I feel the same way about nursing homes. Now granted, in some cases, like with my dad, would the nursing home have probably been better for him than... In the case with him, when he's a con artist who weasels and annoys and drives up the wall insane people who have dictation over his medication. Let me reiterate, his pain medication. And he knows how to get his way with, because they have to listen to him 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, versus putting him in a place where the same person doesn't have him every day, every night. They take shifts, so he can't really, what am I holding? But Anyways, in a case with like a recovering drug addict who is also a con artist, a con master, actually, who has learned exactly what button to press on a person to drive them up the wall insane, so that they will give him what he wants as far as his addiction goes. Yeah, in a case like that, a well-trained nursing home would be better, but, you know, still, it would not be an excuse to just turn your back on him. When he was in a nursing home doing actually well, yeah, I went and saw him. A lot. That was when I could drive. That was... Can I live for this? No. That was when I could drive. That was when I had my driver's license. I didn't have as much problem with my herniated disc. Which is, again, another story. But anyway, so as far as getting rid of the animals, that's out of the question. That's not happening. I just could not. I could not do that. And there's... See, this is the guy who has been like that for quite a while now. Won't heal, won't do nothing. And look, I'm going to eat, and I'm going to drink, and I'm going to go sleep, and it will tell me that she's either starving or thirsty. Stop. Tells me she's sleepy. Oh snap, it still won't tell me she's replenishing her sleep. And she knows she is hungry and thirsty. So yeah, they need to fix this. Anyways, so what I'm about to do is I'm gonna go get that one smoke plume over there. And then I will come back and do the cycle thing. I'm curious, where is this one at? 'Cause I know where that one is. And there was another one. And by the way, I didn't make them pick up anything, so there's nothing in their hands, nothing preventing them from dodging. So now I've got to go across these hyenas up here. Really? Really? Why? Why now? Oh, there it is. But I'm already mostly at this one, so I'll go ahead and get this one. I think it landed in the swamp. I wonder, do they actually stay smoking? Like, when you pick up one, change its generation? Because I actually cannot remember. Oh, look, yams. God, now I want sweet potato casserole. What the hell? Really? Oh shit, what is this? Oh, it's those things. Peppers. They look like peppers. Aha! Oh, there we go. I believe I hear Jim. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this. And then I hear the gemstone. I know I do. Yes. I hears it. It's in a cave. It's always in a cave. Okay, not always, but close enough. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here because oh, there it is. Surprised there's not a because I know there's gonna be a bug here. I know it. Oh, snails! Oh, where is it? There it is. Green Mamba. Anyways, I am going to end it here. Hopefully next time it'll be a better day. So, until then, be blessed.